is Binks, and welcome back to Let's Play Dear Monster, where we are continuing on in Faeryn's route. Alright, so last episode I had to re-record. Hopefully everything should be alright now. I've had some recording sessions since then, and everything's been a-okay. Alright, so last episode, Faeryn had us on a lost and found searching quest where we were trying to help Momo out, but it didn't turn out so well. Oh, Momo was really upset. We were trying to help, but it ended up really badly, and we made a horrible discovery as Momo's retaliation had us sneaking a peek into what seemed like it might be Faeryn's little room, and we found a suspicious mirror, which might be Faeryn's method of spying on us. So yeah, that's not good. Anyway, in the meantime, for now, Alan is kind of being smart and playing dumb. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Faeryn and Alan's relationship. But for now, we're just gonna pretend we don't know what's going on. So, what's up, Slagathor? How you doing? I wish we had chosen you, but it is what it is.
Huh? What do I need your help for? I'm doing fine around here. Cooking's not exactly rocket science. And this is what I'm getting paid for. You guys want a cut or something? Come on, Faeryn. You could shit gold if you wanted to.
I bet he could.
That's funny.
I do not appreciate such foul language. We don't want your money. It's just, Faeryn thinks helping others will make me better at magic.
I see. Can't say it's the worst idea ever. Alright. Bring me 5 carrots and 9 potatoes from my vegetable garden. It's in Hikmat's greenhouse. It's the only normal looking thing. You can't miss it.
Okay, something normal. Little fetch quest. No problem. Is that all?
Yup.
No. This cannot be right. There must be something else. Some hidden desire that would be the beginning of our epic adventure?
Hey, what did you expect? I'm a cook. Simple guy with simple needs.
Hey, something simple is fine with me. Don't you need some special ingredient? Something hard to get?
Nope. Hikmat and Faeryn barely eat. And you and Momo are not exactly interdimensional gourmets. Everything I need I can cook. I can grow myself or buy at a grocery shop.
Can you still buy it with the barrier and all?
Sure thing, I buy on Amazon. I pay extra to make them throw the boxes over the fence.
Faeryn lets out a long sigh. Let us go then. Well, fetch quest it is then. Hey, we haven't been in here. Very pretty. Nice greenhouse. Little sneak peek into Hikmat's territory, which we haven't seen yet in this LP. Oh, Hikmat. I can't wait until we can play your route. It's so great, you guys. Such a pretty little garden. Nice bed over there. Sorry, I'm excited just seeing his territory. I'm like, oh, Hikmat, I miss you. I miss you. Are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. But I suppose I'm feeling a little bit sad. I don't care if you're feeling sad. I'm angry you've been lying to me. I have disappointed you yet again. I promised you an epic quest that would cultivate your power, but the only thing I've delivered is an accident that almost wounded you. And now we are picking up vegetables. Don't beat yourself up. Sometimes things just don't work out. Alan, you are way too nice to him. You are so forgiving and kind. You're too good for him, man. And About earlier. I guess it's hard to have a proper quest without a bit of danger. Oh, your kindness! It is like a salve healing the cuts in my heart. I shall not rest until I make up for my mistakes. Anyway, let's dig up those veggies for Slagathor. Ellen, look at this! Faeryn runs towards the center of the greenhouse. He kneels next to an odd-looking dark blue plant. This is the plant that is giving Hikmet so much trouble. I overheard him talking about it with Slagathor. Apparently he acquired it in another dimension, but it refuses to grow. Wait, Faeryn? Are you about to do what I think you're about to do and interfere with something that Hikmet is working on? Do not do this, please. Oh. He's done everything he could think of, but each and every method has failed. Let us assist him in his hour of need. I think you guys can see the pattern, right? Oh no. Dude, seriously. Road to hell. Good intentions. Why? Why are you like this? But how can we help? Doesn't Hikmet know more about plants than you? He sure knows more than me. Ah, you underestimate a unicorn's affinity with nature. I might specialize in healing, but my magic will always be perfectly attuned to Mother Earth. When I close my eyes, I can feel it all. How the plants grow, how the earth underneath our feet shifts, how the sun brings forth new life bursting from the ground. Dude. I mean, this is what I would say. Don't mess with Hikmet's plant, dude. Leave it alone, you freaking nosy man. But because of the path we're on, I have to say this. Cool, let's make it grow then. Let's stick our nose and your horn where it doesn't belong. We know this is not gonna end well, right? Faeryn claps, his eyes brimming with pride. Ah, I would expect nothing less from you, dear Allen. Let us begin, instead of doing what frickin' Slagathor asked us to do. Wait, what should I do? Faeryn steps closer, his arm circling my back. I feel his tightly lean muscles pressing against me. His hair tickles my cheek, and his face is so close I could kiss it. I lick my lips. What was I asking about again? I shall cast a spell. Could you help me fuel it? Could you try to guide your energy towards my magic? Yeah, right. I'm going to try. Splendid. Here we go again? Yeah. The air explodes with power. Blue light bursts out of Faeryn's body, and the arm around my back becomes almost too hot to bear. Faeryn's fingers close around my hand, so tight it hurts. Hikmet's plant starts glowing. Direct your gaze inwards, Allen. Find your magic. I sense the familiar cluster of shimmering orbs. I know that if I touch them, the pain will come back. But how can I make them go somewhere then? I try to remember what I did when I let them go. I wanted to help my magic. To help myself. Why am I doing this spell? Because I know it will make Faeryn happy. I want to hear his kind, sincere voice praising me. Not because I'm family and he has to like my aunt. I know he will mean every word. Go to Faeryn. Go to my light. Show him how much he means to me. Maybe with his help, the past won't hurt so much. So I think that's the theme, the toxic theme of their relationship in this path, right? In this route, is that the reason he hasn't confronted him, the reason that he stays with him and hasn't called him out on all his lies and the fact that we saw the mirror and all that, and we keep letting him do what he pleases, is because Allen has this tragic past of an abusive relationship with his aunt, right? His parents died, he's an orphan, he's lonely, he's sad, he's a people pleaser. That he wants to be loved, he wants to be accepted. That's why he came here. He was looking for family, for acceptance with his grandfather. And when he didn't find that because the grandfather's not there, here he has Faeryn who's jumping and eager and longing for him. And he's like, oh, here's someone who says he loves me, wants me, that I mean everything to him. Someone who won't ignore me or abandon me. And so he's eager to please him, right? So even if he hurts him and is kind of abusive towards him in his own way, he's like, it's fine. I'll tolerate it. I'll deal with it. I'll put up with the lies and the deceit and the trickery because he means well and he accepts me and he's not gonna turn his back on me. And that's so sad. It's super, super sad. And that's what this path that we're on. And I'm like, oh, Alan, you tragic, tragic boy. I love you and I feel so sad for you and you deserve better. And I promise on other routes I'm going to get you better. You really deserve it. And I feel like Faeryn is also very lonely because he's been around for a long time. And I mean, we don't get to see enough of the interactions between the other members, but I kind of get this vibe that they're all kind of doing their own thing. They're all kind of lonely in their own ways. So yeah, I feel like Faeryn's also lonely and latching on desperately to Allen, and that's why he brought him here. So they're just two very lonely people, you know? It's just Faeryn goes about it the wrong way, of course. So I think, I can't spoil anything, but like, I think Faeryn has the potential to be corrected. I hate to do the meme, but like the I can fix him meme. But yeah, I think with therapy, with being cut off before he goes too deep or too far, like you seriously could fix or correct the behavior before it goes too deep and too far. Yeah. Like if you address it early on, you know, and be like, no, that's wrong. No, you got that wrong. Objection. Forgiveness and teaching someone right and wrong goes a long way. Especially someone who's not human, right? Someone whose morals have not been trained or taught because they're not human and they don't have that family to teach them growing up. That's just my thought process. And maybe it's the writer's thought process as well. I don't know. Just my thoughts when playing the game and how I would approach it if I was to start writing fanfics. Like I've been thinking about starting writing fanfics for this series once I'm done. I gasp as my magic flows out of my body. It mixes with Faeryn's, and for a second, our energies dance together in perfect harmony. But before they can reach the plant, my power fades away, swallowed by Faeryn's. Still, the spell seems to work. The plant twitches, then shoots up, its roots breaking through the pot. They burst forth in all directions and impale everything on their way. I don't think that's the right way to do it, though. You're like forcing it. Ooh, excuse me. Should it grow so big? No, something's wrong. Of course it is. You're going against nature. You're pushing it beyond its limits, you know? Oh, here we go again. Faeryn flings his magic at the plant, but it just keeps growing. The stem crashes through the ceiling, and the whole greenhouse trembles. Pieces of glass rain down on us. Alan, look out! You idiot. Always, always, Faeryn, always. You never learn. Faeryn shields me from the mayhem around us. Finally, the ground under my feet doesn't shake anymore. I glance over Faeryn's shoulder. The plant stopped growing, but not before it destroyed half of the greenhouse. Oh no! Hikmet, I'm so sorry! Hikmet's flowers got torn to shreds. The big tree in the middle was ripped from the soil, roots and all. Even Slagathor's garden wasn't safe from harm. Oh no! Pieces of carrots and potatoes lie scattered all over the place. All over the place. Oh no, the food! How dare you! Not the food! That really makes me mad. That... I don't know what happened. The plant, it was supposed to grow only 3 times its size. That is how much energy the spell provided. Did my magic do that? No, of course not. Why would you say that? It was different than how I see it inside. I mean, those glowing orbs seem so powerful. But what came out was kinda weak. It got swallowed up by your magic real fast. Maybe your spell got messed up because I didn't fuel it enough? But I guess the plant wouldn't have grown so much then, would it? For a second, Faeryn looks at me strangely, but then his usual reassuring smile is back in place. Sussy boy, what you doing? Oh no, you are certainly not at fault, dear Allen. Your magic fueled my spell wonderfully. It must have been some finer detail. He's not meeting his eyes. Perhaps stemming from the plant's nature itself. I guess we'll find out. Oh no, Hikmet's angry. Oh, hello, fine man, you fun, sexy man. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, it's been too long. He's so hot, look at that. Oof. Oof, it's been way too long. Bro, look at that. Oof. Oh my god. He's gorgeous. Oh. Okay. Why do I physically... I feel like I'm being punched in the gut when I look at him. Like, damn. Damn. Oof. Okay, I only ever react like this when I look at fake characters who are gorgeous. Like, I don't react like this to real men. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Like, real living men just can never meet fake character standards. It's so sad. Why do we have these imaginary beings chiseled like this when we know real men can never achieve it? And if they do, they have to like starve and like torture their bodies to get like that. It's so crazy. Anyway, gorgeous perfection. God, he's a god. All right. What's up, babe? How you doing? You want to join me and Coco and Imbris? We would have a lovely time. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You did what? I'm sorry. We really wanted to help. God, they look so good together. I mean, Allen looks really good with Imbris too. But like, I think it's the color scheme. Like, his hair color goes well with Hikmet. The purple and all that. And then the red of the outfit. And then looks good with Imbris as well. I think Allen just looks so good with both of them. With Imbris and Hikmet. Like, those two are just perfect with you, Allen. Those are the only two that you really... I mean, Slagathor's great and all, personality-wise, and he's hot too. But those two are just so good for you, Allen. Really. I think those two should be your OT3. Just whispering in your ear, like... Pss, pss, pss. Just saying, dude. Just saying. Those two happen to be my favorite, but still... Please do not blame poor Allen. The fault is mine alone, dear friends. I performed the spell with the best of intentions, but alas, the results were, somewhat lacking.
Only you would have the audacity to describe the utter destruction of my greenhouse as somewhat lacking, Faeryn. I hope you like potato salad. This is all you two are gonna eat for a long time.
Aww, I'm so sorry, Slagathor.
But seriously, kiddo, no harm done. Well, a bit of harm done to Hickmot's house and my garden, but hey, we'll rebuild.
Aw, he's such a nice guy.
He's like, whatever, we're cool.
Aw, Slagathor, you're such a sweetheart. He really is.
Can't you just fix it with magic? Would be the fastest, but Hickmot likes things a certain way.
I glance at Hickmot. He lets out a long sigh, but his expression remains unchanged. Do you know why this happened?
Blue Crescent reacts to spells in an unpredictable way. The dimension it's from is saturated with magic, and the flower absorbs it constantly. It becomes quite volatile, so direct magical interference is not advised. As a rule, I would always avoid using magic in my greenhouse unless it's highly beneficial for the plant itself.
I see. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Faeryn, wait a sec. I'm kinda hungry. Can I go back and grab a sandwich? Yes, of course. I shall wait here. Do you want anything? No, thank you. When I approach the door, I notice we left it ajar. I hear Hickmot and Slagathor talking quietly.
It'll be fine. You worry too much. He's not like the others. I believe he has good intentions, but he still manifests some worrying traits of his breed. What if at the end his nature will prevail?
What breed? Who are you talking about? Are they talking about Faeryn or me? Ah, welcome back. Where's your meal? I decided I wasn't hungry. I'm going to get something later. All right. For a long while, Faeryn doesn't say anything. He's wringing his hands, and his eyes dart between me and the floor. Finally, he swallows, then opens his mouth to speak. Dear Allen, I wish to show you the place I call home. Would you accept my invitation? Do you mean that room? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'd love to see it. You would? Marvelous. Come with me then. I shall lead the way. We come back to the forest. Oh, guess not. As we walk deeper inside, the trees become taller and denser. Soon the green crowns take over the lion's share of the sky. Oh, well that's pretty. Fancy treehouse. Here we are. It was neither an eventful nor fascinating journey, but I am immensely pleased I could walk home with you. We are standing before a wooden path, climbing around a wide trunk. It leads to a cozy little hut, placed high up the tree. He did mention he had like a little hideaway out there, so. I see light reflected in its windows. A treehouse, huh? Do you not like it? No, it's great. I guess I just thought you lived here in the forest. Slept in the grass, washed in the stream, chewed plants with your big teeth, neighed when you're happy, and slept standing up. Faeryn laughs, his clear, melodious voice carrying through the trees. It goes straight to my heart. I want to put my arms around him and bury my face in his soft hair, rub myself against those delicate thighs. Faeryn looks away. Uh-oh. You're getting in the mood, huh? I guess that part is coming up again soon. Probably next episode. Just for warning. Just warning, guys. I think it's coming. It's been a while. You can feel the build-up. His cheeks color with a pretty shade of pink. Was I that obvious? Or maybe he felt what I feel. To be honest, I do spend some days simply galloping through the forest and sleeping in my true form. Oh, and I apologize for not inviting you here earlier. I have imagined it so many times. What you would say, how I would respond. I wanted it to be perfect. I suppose it is difficult to prepare for every possibility. I mean, this is the right one. Doesn't have to be perfect, but of course we're gonna make him really happy and say, it's already perfect because you live here. Super sappy. I was never much of a smooth talker, so the line comes out awkward and cheesy, but Faeryn doesn't seem to notice. Oh, you're making me blush, dear Allen. Do all unicorns live in treehouses? No, that is simply my personal preference. There was a time when my brothers and sisters dwelled among the trees, but it is long gone. Where do they live now? Faeryn looks away from me. His eyes become distant, and the corners of his mouth lift in a small, sad smile. When he speaks, his voice is almost a whisper. A white city, up on the highest mountain, surrounded by impenetrable white walls. Inside, marble structures, each carefully designed to fulfill its purpose. Sounds like Lord of the Rings kind of thing, you know? In its heart, a splendid garden grows, and there stands the Tree of Light. It gave birth to us all, and it is the only remnant of our past. Oh, it's completely different from what I imagined. So you don't really have any other trees or greenery in there? Oh no, we do, but everything is strictly contained, kept in its proper place. I see. It is all beautiful, of course. Unicorns made it, and we are creatures who long for beauty, long for perfection. But you used to live in a forest, right? Did you just decide to build a city for a change, or did something happen? I suppose the oldest of us thought it was necessary to escape the shackles of the past, to build a stronger, long-lasting future. He's silent for a long while. I don't think he'll tell me more about it, at least not today. Do you miss home? Faeryn blinks. His eyes regain their focus and shift to look at me. Nay, that chapter of my life is truly closed. I shall not return to my kin until the stars fade and the eternal light dies out. This is my home, especially now that you are here with me. I see. Oh, I apologize, dear Allen. It seems I became a bit lost in my own mind. Shall we go upstairs? Sure. Lead the way. The wooden path creaks a bit as we walk up. Faeryn's muscles tighten as he climbs, and I can't help but admire the view. The inside smells like wood and melted caramel. The furniture is simple but cozy, and the pastel colors complement the look. I hear birds chirping outside. Ah, very nice and cozy. Small. What do you think? Is it to your liking? Yeah, I love it. Think it suits you. Oh, it is such a delight to hear those words. Now I see that my worries were unwarranted. I'm so glad. Oh, that's so cute. It's enough for like 1 or 2 people. Yeah, it's nice. The shelves are lined with books. I glance at some of the titles. Sir Queasiel in the Dark Forest, Sentimental Minstrel, Love, Death, and Unicorns. It all looks like fiction. Those are my most beloved books. I have read nonfiction as well, but in the end, nothing brings me as much pleasure as an epic adventure. Sir Queasiel. I think I've read about him before. You sure have. Oh, you have? It must have been ages ago. I read so many fantasy books when I was a kid. I guess it's only natural I know some of those. Do you miss them? Sometimes I miss being so immersed in the story, you forget about everything else. Those books were always by my side. When I had a bad day, when something made me sad, I could always escape. I really loved going on those adventures. But I had to give up on them. I just didn't have the time. I needed to go to med school, so... I understand. Sometimes you cannot achieve your goal without sacrificing something precious. But perhaps sometimes you could accompany me while I read in the quiet of the forest. I have a couple of books I'd love to recommend. Yeah, I'd like that. Splendid. Faeryn beams at me. I look into his eyes. My heart speeding up. The familiar energy fills the air, makes my skin tingle. Uh-oh. I think, maybe we should save it right here, because it looks like, something might be building up, alright? So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.